remaining student. My name is Kefa Nyakundi. I will explain the topic which you did yesterday about vessel chartering. Okay? Yeah, chartering is a process of hiring, or another term for chartering is known as hiring. So in maritime, when we hire a ship, we say we charter it. So to break it down for you to understand, remember sometimes if you want to travel from maybe Mombasa to Kisumu and you want to go with a car or any type of car, and you don't have this car, you go to a person who owns those cars and hire one, which you use it to go from Mombasa to Kisumu. So in shipping industry, the same case. Shippers normally don't have their own ships. They normally get ships from shipping line. And sometimes shipping line, they don't have enough ships. They normally get these ships from other shipping companies which own these ships. So when a shipper who is an importer or exporter want to import or export goods and she or he doesn't own a ship, the best thing he can do is to go to a shipping company and hire a ship to use for the purpose of export and import. So vessel chartering means just ship hiring. So the person who normally hire a ship is known as a charterer. A charterer is the person who hires a ship, and he normally hire a ship from a ship owner or the person who owns a ship. So there's that thing we call fixing, the hiring process. So fixing chartering process is when the ship owner and the charterer comes together with the broker who assists them to negotiate on the better terms and regulations that they can all agree and do a business of hiring or chartering a ship, whereby the charterer goes to the ship owner through a broker, or he can do it himself to the ship owner and discuss and negotiate on the process of hiring this ship. When they agree the terms and conditions, then the ship will be chartered. So that's what we call chartering in short. So in short, I can say chartering is a process of hiring the vessel or engage the vessel for voyage, either whole or part of it. So what they mean, you can hire a vessel, entire vessel, the entire ship, or you can hire part of it. Part of it means a space. Remember, like general ships, when they come to Kenya, we say general ship, they normally carry a cargo from different shippers. So you can hire a space in that ship so that when that ship come to Kenya, they bring, they normally carry, come with your goods to our port. So that's what we call part of it. You hire just a space to use for a particular period of time or for a particular voyage, or sometimes you can hire the entire ship and operate it as you. So there are those types of charter party contracts. What is a charter party contract? A charter party contract is a vessel hiring contract, whereby the charterer, the ship owner, and the broker, as the main parties in the charter party contract, agree on the process of hiring a ship. So that's what we call a charter party contract. So there are types of charter party contracts which you can agree on. We have one, the time charter party contract; two, the voyage charter party contract; and three, we call it a demise or a bare port charter party contract. So If I start with the time charter party contract, time charter party contract is a contract whereby the ship owner, the charterer, and the broker agrees on the chartering process on a specific period of time. That's why it's known as time. So you hire on that specific period of time. You can hire maybe 1 year, 3 months, or 1 month, 1 week. It depends on the terms and conditions which will be involved on that agreement. We call it a charter, a time charter party contract. And when you deal with that business, remember, you pay what we call the hire money. Hire money is what is paid by the charterer, the ship owner, when he hires a ship or when he charters a ship for the time charter party contract. So that's what we call a time charter party contract. When we come about the voyage charter party contract, so voyage charter party contract is when you hire a ship for a particular voyage. A voyage is a journey in layman language, but in maritime we call it a voyage. So a voyage charter party contract is a contract between the ship owner, the charterer, and the broker agreeing to charter a ship on a single voyage or series of voyages. And the charterer is supposed to pay the ship owner a freight amount, which is known as freight rate, to the ship owner. That's the kind of exchange value they agree on. It's known as a voyage charter party contract. So the difference between time and the voyage is that time deals the time, voyage deals the voyage. And I said a voyage is a journey. So you can hire a ship for a single voyage or several voyages or a series of voyages. Like you can just agree with the ship owner that I'm going to use your ship to take goods to Kenya, maybe from Canada to Kenya once, one trip. That's what we call a single voyage. But if you can say for 6 trips, that's series of voyages. That's what it means. But that's what we call a voyage charter party. We have bareport or DMIS charter party contract. So this one is very complex. So it's a mixture of voyage charter party and time charter party, except that this one, when you agree with the ship owner to use this type of contract, it means that the ship owner only will give you a ship which is bare. Bare means empty. That ship does not have crew members, the ship does not have fuel, the ship does not have the necessity. Then it means the charterer is going to find the crew member and is going to find everything so that the business will continue. That's why it's known as the bare. Given a ship empty, it's like when you say someone is barefooted, it means he doesn't wear shoes. But here, when you talk bareport, it means the ship comes empty without any crew member and other essentials. So it means as the ship, the charterer, you are the person who is going to make sure that ship operates. Remember, this one can be given on a specific time or specific voyage and according to the terms and condition of the contract. So those are the 3 types of charter party contract: voyage, time, bareport, or demise. There are 3 like that: voyage, time, and the bareport or the demise. So we have what we call principal clauses common to both charter party contracts. So sometimes these are the information written on the contract. So these are the common. If you go through the notes which were posted yesterday, you can see those more information about charter party time and voyage contracts. They have specific common clauses, but these are the common clauses which I found all over the time charter party and the voyage charter party. And the one of the common clause is the title. So the contract must contain the title, And 2, the name of the vessel or the ship, must be contained there. Warrant of seaworthiness must be contained in that warrant. Warrant of seaworthiness means you can give clear information on the state of the ship, and you give a warranty, the charterer, that the ship is fit for voyage. Then we have place of loading will be shown there, place of discharge will be shown there. That's what we call port of loading and port of discharge. The type of cargo and quantity also must be shown in those contracts, both of them. Rate of freight or hire money must be shown, and when freight or hire money should be paid will be shown there. We have lay days also should be mentioned. What's lay days? Lay days are those days that the ship does not operate. So if they are there, they are calculation, there are those mathematical calculations that those days the ship should, or the charterer should not pay the ship owner some amount of those days. We call them lay days. So they can be weekends, holidays, or any day they can agree in a contract. Then we have arbitration. Arbitration is a process whereby you can settle a case outside the court. Called that arbitration. And you can have arbitrator process. I'm an arbitrator person who will assist you people to settle cases outside the court if it may arise during the contract processing. We have brokerages. Brokerages, this is the amount of money which you should pay the brokers. Once they negotiate a contract, you have to pay them some money. We call them brokerage fees. So these are the some of the common elements or common clauses which are found on the charter party contract. So I'll say good evening everyone again, and make sure you read your notes. At the end of the month there will be an exam.